Steer left. Uh, is it easier than my old van?
No, I just got stronger.
Oh, gotcha.
Almost lost the Dr. Pepper in the battle there.
Oh man, so refreshing.
It's actually really hot. It's been out for a few hours.
You or the Dr.
Could
Pepper?
be bugs in it.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Piotr Mokry, Dallas-based DP, photographer, and gaffer with a new 1-ton grip van. So with this grip van, it's almost complete. I know I've been talking it up for a while. I've had to build it out, also work out of it in the middle of building it out, and that's kind of what's happening today. We're still not 100% complete. We're finalizing a few things, but we're almost there. What's really cool about building out a van on your own is you can learn from what you're doing, and you could add things, change things, and do it on the fly as you go. And with me being able to work out of it at the same time, it can be a little tough, but it also opens up great ideas and opportunity for me to adjust things and fine tune them before I kind of put them in the final stages where they're kind of not reversible. So this van has a few more things to go. I did add more flooring to prevent myself from drilling into the floor too much to put this E-track on. So this will be rhino linered, all the wood down here, so it'll be nice and black, heavy duty, be able to handle the rain and, you know, just heavy use. But also I will be insulating the ceiling, the walls, to make it a lot cooler and warmer in the winter so we don't have those temperature fluctuations. So certain things like rags can live on the van a little bit longer, and camera equipment to and from jobs, especially for travel, doesn't get too hot and cause damage. So that's something that's in the works really soon. But I wanted to show you what I have going on for a gig that's the next 2 days. I've been hired on to do G&E, which is grip and electric. So I'm providing stands, lighting, and the sorts. The van's coming out, we'll have some carts, and then myself as the gaffer slash grip on a smaller crew. So first off, we have this wall here. Some people call it the John Wick wall, which is from the John Wick movies where he has all kinds of cool things hanging on the wall. So we have our stands here, and we're gonna start with the big boys. We have full-size combos here, triple riser Matthews combos. We have baby or digital combos here, Matthews digital combos, and then we have 4 baby digital stands, and then 2 low boys over here. So since I don't use as many big lights that require junior receivers, that's why I like to use these baby stands, the baby digitals, because they're still heavy duty, but they don't have the need for a combo. So they're really great for like your 600Ds, your 300Ds. What your 1200D requires is these types of junior receivers. So that's what we have here. They're easy to take on and off the van. It's real simple. Before I had to lay everything down, now I just come in, pick it up, and it's ready to go. And anywhere you see wood, like right here as well, that's gonna be rhino liner, so it's gonna have a nice sleek look. We're also gonna add a protector here to protect that so it doesn't get scuffed up. Right now I have a piece of wood there, just temporarily sitting to block it. And like I said, the rhino liner will hit here. Let's swing around to the side. And right here, you could actually see the ramp that I've been using on my old van. Hopefully in the near future, this turns into a lift gate to make it easier to load and unload, but there is a wait list, there's an ordering process, and it's quite a big investment. We'll see what happens. So first off, this is my auxiliary area. This area here is designed to be left open. I can actually fit crates perfectly here and stack them to about right here before they start pushing their way out. The doors don't come all the way to where you see silver. There's actually a little bit of gap. They actually stop right here where the black ends. So here on this gig, we're going to be doing a lot of moving around in an industrial space. So I wanted to bring rolling stands. So I have a bunch of rolling stands, and then I have my overhead booms, my small one, which is a baby pin, and my big junior one. Here is a rack system that I've designed on my own to actually hold milk crates. So at the very top, we have our rags, we have our frames up here, so our overhead frames, and different size speed rail. This is enough to handle everything I need for the work that I do. So it's really nice. And then below here, this normally takes crates, but with it being modular the way it's built, I could take crates out and I could put modifiers. So we have some aperture domes and the sorts right here. And then down below, we have our crates. So here we have 4 and 4 for our milk crates. Here we have elbows and ears for our overheads. We have some power tools. This one's empty at the moment. Clamps, reflector cones, Fresnels, barn doors, a mix of things. So I'm left trash in here. And then we have tennis balls and stingers all down here. So it's designed to be modular. So I could remove these and put something else on the shelf. I could put Pelican cases here, whatever the case may be. A lot of this stuff that's not specifically directly related to like electronics and things like that usually live on the van. The power tools come off, but anything that's heavy and bulky that can't get damaged from just being in the van usually stays on board. So it makes it real simple. And then we have my big cart that I've been using for a long time, has all my C-stands on it. So I have 9 regular C-stands, 2 short ones, and the gobo arms are on the back here and on the front, mixed in. So the next cart rolls in right here, and we'll show you that momentarily how it goes in. But this guy's locked in nice and tight. It's not really going anywhere. So let's go around to the side. You know, there's always going to be a motorcycle driving by while we're filming this stuff, so just on cue like always. So here I decided to go with some Milwaukee pack out crates to hold my shop bags, and the reason they're over here and not on the other side where it would be more convenient just the way it's built is we have to distribute weight. We can't put everything on that side of the van because the van's going to lean like this when you drive. So we have shop bags here. They're amazing. We add them to the carts or whatever we need to as needed for the job. This van isn't designed to have one of those big heavy carts, muscle carts full of shop bags just to bring it in to use 1 or 2 of them. We take what we need and we could get more as needed. This cart usually would have apple boxes on it right here, but I removed the apple boxes and made it where we could add lights to it as needed because I don't think we're going to need as many apple boxes on the shoot that we're doing. But the 2 full sets do live up there, and you'll see them up there. In addition to the 2 full sets right there, we have some more overheads and diffusion. There's muslin, there's tablecloths, and there's also shears mixed in there. Here, this was transferred over from the previous build, my old van, and it came over and it has all my overheads, or not my overheads, but my cutters and frames, floppies and things like that. They're all mixed in here, so they fit in this van. I even trimmed it down a little, so then on top I could put my smaller ones up here. So I have cutters, diffusion, nets, foam core. These are my black wrap. So I have my 2-foot and my 1-foot black wrap. This is loose tape. Put it right here. It's good to go. And then also a fire extinguisher that's accessible from the side. It's right here out of the way. And just a few other things. I think I have more foam core right here. And then here we have gels, our 4-foot gels. So we have quarter CTO, half CTO, full CTO, quarter blue, half blue, full blue. And then we have some diffusion mixed in there as well. And that's just slid into this open space back here. And we have a couple of umbrellas. And the way the carts are locked into place, which is really great, and also a few other things. So these pack outs, they lock into position, so they're not going to slide anywhere. And I have this base here, so they click into place, so I don't have to worry about them sliding around. This was kind of a dead space, and I extended the floor out that I added. And you can see here, this is the old floor. This really thin gray is the old floor, is a lot thinner. And if we were to put screws in, they'd immediately go into the base of the van and it could cause rust and things like that. So I added a top layer, and then I did a lot of these screws that just hit about halfway through or a little bit more all around to add strength. So when you put weight on it, the weight of what you have on it helps keep it down. So when we go to crank on this to strengthen it up and strap everything in, it has the weight of the actual thing being loaded down, the weight of everything else around, plus a lot of screws holding it into the floor that it came with, which was a great floor, but I didn't want to put holes into the actual floor of the van. So this extended out to reinforced here. It holds that. So now I'm going to show you, this is my regular cart that was my grip cart before. And now what's really great is I have vertical height, and this cart's going to get another level. I'll add it as needed. But now you can take a look at this cart. I'm always big about saving on space and just being versatile. These little rock and rollers, man, I'll tell you, I hated these things for the longest time, because I was like, you know what? I could do a better cart. I could do a smarter situation, but they're so small. And these are the ones with the little low profile wheels. If you need to bring in a few Pelican cases or throw something at the client so they could use it for their random pile of crap, it's really great. And I found out that this slides right in here and it's out of the way. This doesn't take up any more space because this is empty space because of these handles, and you can still hold both sides. And if you don't need it, you can leave it on the van. So this is one of the new van, one of my old designs on carts. It's very similar to the old one height-wise. My old van could only handle a cart this tall. My new van could handle a cart this tall. So I have more space. So I could put 3 crates here, 3 crates here, 3 crates here, and then some other random miscellaneous stuff here. And down here I could even put like 600 Ds. So this cart has versatility. It's one of my ground up builds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it goes in the van and how much space it has. So just hold for a moment. I'm going to make sure my straps are all clear. And they're nice and clear. So then I don't have to go crawling for them. They're towards the back. And that's the way I design it, is hook it in the front, let them hang out to the back, I roll it in, and then I tighten it up, versus trying to reach in there and loop stuff around that's unnecessary. The first cart goes in, gets strapped up easily. This one gets done in the same manner. So now I'm gonna take off my brake and I'm gonna push this guy in. So here it goes. So if you come closer here, you can see what we're dealing with. We're on a slant, but this then gets this strap and it gets tightened up with this, and then we load up the ramps. Now this cart is empty right now. It will get loaded down the morning of the shoot with all the lighting, because we are providing some lighting, but we do not store lighting in the van. And the reason is just liability mostly. And I'm gonna see if I can get this a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, mostly liability. We just don't wanna risk something happening to all the equipment, whether it's some kind of damage or even theft. We wanna protect it. So that's something that we don't do. We don't leave lights on board. And when we're parked anywhere, the lighting is removed and brought inside. So right here on this right side is where these ramps will go in. They'll slide right into place. This, like I said, clears everything, clears the doors. And I had to do something special for this van because it's a little different from my previous one. So I'm going to show you these. I'll actually load right up, show you how quick it is to do. It's still a pain, but it's real easy to do. But for some reason, we are human and we become very lazy. So we don't want to do everything that takes, or anything that really takes much effort. That's just how we are. But make it into an A-frame, bring it here, push it down, load it in. And then the second one, same thing. Lift it up here, turn it into an A-frame, like this, let it fall, drag it over here, set it down, lift from the end, and it goes right in. This guy comes underneath, and it's clear and out of the way. So this is what I had to do and what I had to modify. So the way that this van is designed, it didn't have a nice straight edge. My other one had wood coming out to the edge as well, very similar setup. But this one, I couldn't do it the same way because the doors would hit, just because of how things are. If I put the ramps down on this, it would damage this seal right here. So you'd actually rip apart this seal, water would get in. So I developed a system where it's a hinge. So this comes down and the ramps sit on this without touching or affecting this at all. It disperses the load, it holds on. So when I'm done, I flip these up. This comes up here. Now it's out of the way. And then I could shut the doors with ease and everything's clear. And like I said, I still have room to add the items that I need to. And more than likely on the front, if you come around here, I have a nice little space here. And more than likely I'll put a cooler here since this is an out of town trip. And I could strap it in. I could strap it into here, to here, to here. I have mounting points so I could have cold drinks, ice them down, and have access to water. My Perrier's, my Topo Chico, squeeze a little bit of lime in there, and you're in heaven. I don't drink soft drinks. My obesity comes from other sources, so that's a treat for me all the time. But yeah, so this is the setup. I'll go into more detail and really show the whole build out from beginning to end, and also go into full detail of every single thing I carry on the van, piece by piece. But thank you for watching. Stick around. So, whoa, look at that U-Haul. He's got some space. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, follow along, and let me know what you want to see. We're going to keep cranking out these videos, making them happen, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.